Technology matters now. We're starting to see drones more often, but are the small flying machines here to stay or just simply a novelty?
And depending on how they're used, drones and their operators are either praised or criticized. State lawmakers are now working to either legalize them or minimize them in a number of bills. And here in the Central Valley, several businesses have applied for a permit to fly drones. Tonight, KC24's Jessica Porter investigates how they plan to use them.
I truly believe that this is a growing technology that is going to benefit the Central Valley.
Everyone is buzzing about drones, and the Central Valley could be a huge market for the rising technology.
Our farmers, they spend hours, countless hours, scouting their fields on their ATVs or a pickup truck. So they're seeing this as something that can save time, and in farming, well, time is money.
C.D. Simonian Insurance Agency says most of their customers are farmers. They started experimenting with a drone 6 months ago.
In a matter of 15, 20 minutes, provide the insurance adjuster with high-definition aerial images of the damages.
The applications are endless. A route can be plotted out using GPS, and the drone will fly all by itself. This course can be recorded and later on repeated.
This is very valuable for your average farmer because now they can have an archive and see the progression of how their crops are doing.
Now, the technology on these drones has gotten incredibly good. As you can tell, it's extraordinarily stable. Now, I'm told the battery on this drone will give it about 20 minutes of flying time, and the camera, well, it shoots 4K high definition.
C.D. Simonian Insurance is still waiting on a permit with the FAA, something AmeriGuard Security knows all about.
The amount of time, money, and effort that is required to submit your paperwork, submit the necessary required documents can be very difficult for most people.
Garcia says they've been trying to get a drone flying permit from the FAA for a year. AmeriGuard wants to use the drones for their ag and high-speed rail clients to monitor security from the air.
It's frustrating for me because we are going through the process that is taking forever, and we all see on a day-to-day basis somebody using a drone.
But the same qualities that make drones perfect for accessing remote locations at high-speed rail construction zones make people concerned about privacy.
There is technology that you can put on the camera that will blur out, for example, bedroom windows and other areas that they do not want to be viewed.
On the former Castle Air Force Base, next to where Google is testing their self-driving cars, is UC Merced's Mesa Lab, the only drone research program with 2 certificates from the FAA.
We get a fair amount of industry and collaborative interest. We get visitors, I would say, at least once a week.
The researchers are creating new ways to use drones, specifically within the ag industry.
It's been something that estimated that agricultural applications of small unmanned aerial systems will be roughly 80% of the market. I don't necessarily believe that it's going to be nearly that high.
Need a waterproof drone that can land on lakes to take water samples? They're working on that. And some of the high-resolution data they're gathering with drones is so advanced, it hasn't existed before.
What this means long-term, well, we don't know. But if we want to be able to preserve this sensitive ecosystem, we need to be able to understand it.
Stark says commercial use will only grow as big as the FAA allows it, and believes we will start seeing drones used more often.
And the FAA is looking at enabling a huge number of real easy applications for unmanned aerial systems, flying at under 400 feet and being able to fly small but usable areas.
Jessica Porter, KC24, local news that matters.
Now, to date, the FAA has granted nearly 750 permits to use drones for commercial use. It has received over 3,000 applications. Really, 750, that's not that many.
Not really, but I bet we're going to start seeing more and more of these things as
everywhere.
People come up with more ideas of how to use them.
I hear you.
Still ahead.